Welcome to the Musa Video Blog. Last week we spoke about the importance of reframing. So recently I heard someone speaking who told over a story. He actually quoted me. I had told this story many years ago and I hadn't remembered it. It wasn't in the forefront of my memory, but when he told it over, of course it triggered my memory and I said, hey, I remember that story. And I thought it was a good story actually. I guess he did too because he used it in his talk. But I'd like to share this story with you right now. It's just an analogy which helps us to reframe things. And the story goes like this. Okay, here you are. You walk into an office and you're going to have an interview for a new job. And you're all psyched and you did your preparation and you've got all your papers in place and you've thought over again what's going to be the questions they might ask you, the answers, etc. But right before the interview, you're sitting in the waiting room and you think, I just want to review certain things. And you sit down over there, and as you're sitting there, there's another guy in the waiting room, and he walks in, and instead of sitting at a chair far away, he sits down right next to you. And you're thinking like, couldn't you sit somewhere else? I mean, like, there's so much space here. And then he starts talking to you. But he doesn't just talk. This guy is so obnoxious. Hi, how you doing? Hey, what's it? You know? And you're like, oh, come on, like, get me out of here. And you say to the guy, you know, I'm having an important interview. Maybe you could just wait a minute and let me, like, I'll talk to you soon. He says, oh, really? What's going on? Oh, tell me all about it. You know, like, guy's like super obnoxious. And after a while, you say, you know, enough. I told you, leave me alone. I have to prepare for it. Okay. Let's take the same scenario, but just one other piece of information. Before you go for the interview, you speak to a guy, a good friend of yours who happens to work for the company. You say, tell me, you know, what goes on with these interviews? So the guy says, I'll tell you. This is a secret, but you're my good friend. I'm going to let you in on the details. You see, the way it works is the boss wants to see if you have patience, because for the job that you're going, it's really important to be patient. You're going to encounter all kinds of different people, many of whom may get under your skin. So what he does is he has this actor who comes into the waiting room, and while you're waiting, this guy acts as obnoxious as possible. And the boss has a secret camera that's filming this whole thing. And he wants to see how well you can handle this. Do you have patience? Can you handle people that are a little bit annoying? Okay, now you go into the interview and this guy, this really obnoxious guy, starts doing whatever he does, but you know that this is the test. Really, the interview starts right now. The interview isn't in 10 minutes from now. This is the interview. So of course you're gonna say, oh yes, of course, yeah, sure, let me talk to you. Oh, how's it going? You're gonna be as friendly and as accommodating as you can be. Well, that's the story of life. So oftentimes we think, oh, I have to accomplish this and the things are getting in my way and I get upset and I lose my patience and who knows what, I get all frazzled and I act in ways that maybe are not the best way to act, but I have to get to my goal. Well, we have to realize that, no, the moment right now, the moment I am living in right now, God wants us to act in the optimum way. He wants us to be holy right now, not because of what's going to be later. The interview starts now. Every moment of life is the interview. So if we can use this to reframe our experiences, it will help us handle the situations, because this is the situation right now. This is where my test is, and right now it makes a difference. Anyway, I wish you all a lot of success. The interview starts right now. See you next time.